Hey guys, what's up? It's Most Wanted Marathon Pro in Games, as you already may know. And today I'm doing a new video because I haven't done a video in a while regarding, well, obviously Corruption X. And this video is just going to be a general commentary, like a bank tab video, a skill tab video. And I just want to compile a video that shows, everything that I've worked on and all my progress for this entire server because, as you guys may know, the 718, which is the current server that I'm playing right now, will be officially closing sometime next week, hopefully, if the owners actually go through with it and everything's good, there's no bugs, and they're ready to release it. So, those of you who may have been left out in the loop, pretty much CX was a great server, it was very active, and then, crap went down where, no one liked, the admins and the moderators, people were just being randomly assigned server support, and everything went to shit. So our old dev CJ ended up leaving, and then nothing was getting updated, and it was just boring, terrible experience, and no one was doing anything. So everyone stopped playing, and everyone quit. So at most, people would log on Corruption X every now and then, and the server would peak about maybe 5 users online per day. So after this, Isaac, who's now a co-owner, great dude, decided to come back in and make his 2-month plan to revive CX, and everyone was very hyped and excited about it. And it's just now moving into action. So next week they will take down this 718 server and hopefully enact the 562 server, which is the first phase of this this 2-month plan apparently. And how it goes is there's 3 stages, I guess, where they host different versions of the server. And the server that everyone likes the most is the one that's going to become the main server. I'm not too sure. It was a while ago that I read this up. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to make this bank video, and let's just jump right into it. So I'll start with my stats. I got my max cape. My maxed out. I only stopped at 101 Dungeoneering because there was a point where literally no one played in game. And Dungeoneering, for me, it's very slow when you are doing one person because, you don't have all the active teleports, you don't have everyone running keys and doors and stuff, and you pretty much have to do everything yourself, open all the doors, especially on these medium floors. It takes a long time, so I didn't bother rushing them, and there wasn't even enough stuff to actually comp. No one did Castle Wars and whatnot, so I wouldn't be able to do that anyways. So yeah, I maxed out. I think my highest skill was probably Strength. I was going to go for the 200 mil cape until they created that 400 mil for the 200 mil cape thing, and I was just like, nah, that's not worth it. And I'm kind of glad I didn't go for it because, the server's closing. So here's all my stats. It didn't take too long to max. I forgot how to do the mode thing. Maybe I should probably open up the chat window. Yeah, it was X40 account. I thought it was good because I didn't want to put in way too much time for this private server. I'm glad I didn't. But it was X40. It took relatively long. Mining was the slowest skill, obviously. Everything else was pretty easy, and it was pretty fun. I had a good time. Who else is that? Oh, they left. Okay, so on to the bank tab video. I will start with this tab first because this tab has no real purpose. I mean, it's just kind of items I accumulated, some PvP gear, crap gear I'll use for fights, or a lot of my bolts or small gear I don't really care about losing. There's no real purpose for this tab, besides it's just a placeholder tab for items I really don't want to group with anything else specifically. So on to the next tab, I have my potions, I got rid of a lot of skilling items. I have them spread on other accounts because we're only limited. I only have 7 slots left in this bank, so I moved all my skilling stuff. I had a crap ton of it onto another account. And I sold a lot of it too because I don't really need it since I'm maxed out. Yeah, here's all my potions and stuff, food, all my charms. I used to have a crap ton of mage logs, but then I forgot what I did with them. I think I just sold them. So then I'm going to skip these 2 tabs in the middle and go into this tab. This is just my generic mage tab. I have all my runes, some misplaced items like Barrow's gear. I didn't feel like rearranging my whole bank just to fit these 3 items in, because you guys may know that might be a pain to do. So, on to the 2 important tabs. I have my whole general purpose tab, where I have everything I use from PKing, the PVM, goddamn bank standing, everything. So I have all my Barrow sets and then some unfinished or used sets that I didn't compile into a set. It took a while. I did a lot of Barrows when I first started. That was my prime way of making money. I also donated for all Barrow sets because, as you guys probably may remember, I tried to host a video editing competition earlier on in my time here. So I donated $10 to the server to get all sets as a reward for the winner, but then like no one participated. So I kept the sets for myself, and then all the sets I grinded for I sold for about maybe like 70 or 80 mil. Some guys paid me pretty good for them, so I took it. I did a lot of farming. I forgot the dungeon's name. I haven't played this in a while. It's in the wilderness. It has all the Revenant ghosts and stuff. I did a lot of farming there, and I got a good bit of weapons and stuff. The longsword was the best item I got. A lot of them are corrupt, but it was pretty good. I ran into some. I crashed some people, took some of their items, and I got crashed, and myself. I was able to purchase all God swords. At one point I had like 5 AGSs and like 10 BGSs because they were easy to get. You stake for them. I only ever had one Saradomin God sword and one Zamorak God sword. Excuse me. Because, not that many people are willing to sell them, or not that many people just have the Zamorak God swords. It's relatively pointless. So next I have all my spirit shields. I was happy to be able to get them. I got the Ellie last. That one took a hell of a lot of work to get. You had to like merch the shit out of people just to get it. The Lucky Divine, that's my favorite thing in the bank because I saved up so much money and I did a lot of PVM and Glade cores and stuff for an actual Divine. So I got a real Divine. I spent like 350 mil on it. And then the next day I was like, oh well shit, let me just play Squeal of Fortune. So I did, and I ended up getting a Lucky Divine the next day, which was amazing. So as pointless as it is to keep 2 Divines, I sold the regular Divine to get some to get that 300 mil back to buy other stuff, and that's where I got a lot of the stuff in my bank from, was from selling that Divine and buying stuff when it was really cheap. So yeah, back to farming the revs. I got a lot of PvP gear, degradable gear. This stuff does pretty good. It hits pretty hard. I also never got full Morgans or Zuriels, but I'll try to do that stuff on the 562 if that content's in game. Then I have all my third age gear that I care about. I didn't get the hat for the third age mage gear because you could just use neat hat for that. Neat helm actually. Got the fighter torso. Got all the Gano parts. All the Bandos parts. Here's just some staffs, ammies. I was able to get all the ammies and the good rings that we care about: Seer's ring, Archer's ring, and Berserker ring. I literally got Goliath gloves not too long ago, like 2 weeks ago. I've never had them before. I was bored and I was in class one day and we weren't talking about anything, so I just farmed and got these gloves. I was pretty happy. They're awesome gloves. I was able to get Armadillo boots, all parts of the Armadillo set, my Slayer helm, and I was never actually able to get Torva because Torva was overpriced, so I decided to just get Pernix and Virtus instead, because for melee gear, they're degradable, but I still have the PvP sets and Bandos. But Torva was always way overpriced and no one wanted to sell, so I was just like, screw it. No one really wants to sell it because they donated for it, and I was just like, I'm not donating for a Torva set, so just never got one. And then I have some other junk stuff. I have some weapons. I have all my Chaotix, Vine Whip, Zamorak Spear. I used to have 4 D-Claw sets at one point, but they were selling really high, so I sold it. Might as well. I farmed really hard for Void points so I could get all these Void sets. It was so worth it. Void's awesome in this game. This took a while to get, the Fire Cape and the Killing Cape. Killing was pretty hard for me, at least. I didn't like it. And then the Dragon Full Helm. I was so close to getting Full Dragon, but Tormenting Demons were never on my side, so it took way too long to get. And then my favorite tab is all my cosmetic tabs, the clue scroll tabs and everything. I don't know if I have all the flowers, I don't really care about that, but I have a lot of flowers, boxing gloves. I saved all my skill capes that I got. And then my favorite part is all the trimmed armor sets. It's awesome. I have Rune G, Saradomin, Armadillo, Zamorak, Guthix, Ancient and Gilded. The hardest one to get was definitely Ancient, because I think I'm like one of 3 players that actually have the full Ancient set. They're extremely hard to come by. So I think that's the last thing I got in this game was this Ancient set. It was very awesome. I have full black. I want to get black G, but you know, people are selling it for stupid prices. So I was like, it's not worth it. And then I got some dragon masks. I have just about every aura you could think of, all the wing ones, all the good wing ones at least. I have, let's see, a Halloween set. That was really fun to get. Some boaters, pirate hat, top kick, and all the cavaliers, fedoras. I don't have a fedora. I have some of the god capes, all the, I don't know if this is all. I think this is all the Castle Wars capes, some headbands. I don't see much people with headbands. Feather headdress. I forgot where I got that from. Did a lot of Queen Black Dragon for the kite shield. That was really fun to do. And what else do I have? I have my max cape, 2.8 mil shards, some dragons, and the powdered wig. Well, my coins, if you want to believe me or not, that's fine. But right before the eco went to shit, I was able to muster up, what was it, 900 mil legitly by selling and grinding for stuff, and then everything else, the last, like, you know, the last 300 mil came easy. I sold like a BGS or 2 for like 100 mil each. So legitimate, I have about 900 mil, but then like with the shit eco, it's 1.3 bill. It's absurd. And I think that's about it for my bank. I mean, I think I built up a pretty decent bank. I don't know the total wealth of it. If anyone thinks they have all the know-how to give me a good estimate on the bank account, that'll be great. But yeah, so that's it for my bank. Mage, cosmetics. I love the cosmetic tab. I'm actually gonna be pretty sad. A lot of clue scrolls and merching went into getting all this stuff. It was great. I even organized it for this video, so if you guys would appreciate that, that'd be awesome. And then this tab's awesome. It took a long time to get to, but it'll be great to see how this server makes any changes when it goes into the 562 phase. Hopefully we do get all those old players back. Hopefully all this stuff falls into place. It's been a very good run on this 718. I'll never forget that this is my favorite server. I played this server so many years. Well, it's more like maybe 3, but I mean, I don't really play private servers that long. I play them for a few months then quit because they all go bad. But I always saw something different in Corruption X, so I decided to stay and give it a shot. So hopefully this video inspires some other people to make some more bank videos, because I would love to see what you guys had and accumulated before this server gets removed. And feel free to give a like and a sub if you want. I'm gonna plan on making more videos for this 562 when it comes out. I don't know so much about recording. I'll probably try to get in game and record, but if anyone takes off in the 562 and you have a really good account and you're PKing and PVMing, feel free to send me videos and your clips so I can make a promo video for the new 562 server. It'll be awesome. So as I said, the 562 might come out sometime next week according to Bo, and we'll see how this goes, man. I hope to see more of your bank videos and stuff when you guys do post it. So yeah, alright, peace out guys. This has been Most Wanted. Have a good one.